5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
The Galactic Dads Podcast, a podcast by geeky dads, talking about all things geek, dad life,
I am the father.
and beyond.
Language.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Galactic Dads Podcast. We are your dad destination for all things geek, dad life, and beyond. That can include bits of dad advice for your daddy issues. We'll talk comics, video games, TV shows, movies, and so much more. Today, it's Happy Revenge of the 5th and also belated May the 4th with all of you. We're going to talk about X-Men 97 over there on Disney Plus, because how can we not? And then we'll do Beers of the Week. We'll talk a little bit about comics, video games, and daddy issues. It feels good to be back. Hi, everybody. I am B. I am on almost every single one of these episodes, and it feels so good to be back with everybody. But I am not alone. Today, I am joined by formerly known as Production Matt, who now just wants to be known as Wilderness Matt or In the Camper. I don't know what you're doing, but welcome back, buddy. It's good to have you.
Thanks, man. Fun to be back.
Yeah, I like it.
I appreciate it.
It's
good being behind the mic.
I appreciate it. Is it weird this is episode 104?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is. But even more exciting is we have another guest with us today. Mm-hmm. Who is it, buddy? Say it. Say hi.
What is up, guys?
That's right. Formerly known as Intern Justin, but now just Justin is on the mic. What's happening?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, let's do that thing that we always do with you. Can you tilt your mic up? Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking.
Can you hear me better now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have to be so close, and my beard gets into the things, and it just.
Well, you don't have to deep throat it. Just get close to it.
Making out with the mic.
That's just my
Other
go-to
people gotta
move.
use that
I don't know
thing.
what else to do.
Stare it in the eye. Stare the mic in the eye like you're not afraid and it's not your first time, because we know it's not.
We know it's
You've
not.
been here before.
Don't
Just
try to
usually
lie
on
to
your
us.
knees. It's fine.
You're going to have
It's
to sanitize that mic later.
Oh, God.
You might want to just burn it.
Talk to me. Talk to me, guys. All right, well, it's good. It's just the three of us today. Of course, Laser Eric is out in the woods, and Jedi John is off doing his thing. I know we mentioned it already, Revenge of the 5th and May the 4th, and as such, we should definitely give a shout-out to the Force Dyad podcast. Mm-hmm. They had some big stuff going on for May the 4th, so when you guys get time, and I know you're into that Star Wars stuff, go check them out over there. Their latest episode just dropped. So check out Obi-Wan and Jedi John over on the Force Dyad podcast.
Nice.
Yeah. But while we love Star Wars, that is not the focus of this show. Our show is a little more loose and off the cuff, if you will. Bless you, you sneezing allergic man. What's wrong?
My bad. Allergies. Sorry.
It's so rough.
It's the pollinating outside.
It's the
It's
pollinating.
the field behind your house.
Yeah. Full of cows and pollen.
Yeah.
God, it's
F-U
like,
is what it says.
Beef and sneezes.
Yeah.
I'll take an Arby's beef and sneeze.
The worst part about the allergy sneeze is how they come out of nowhere so quick. It's just like you're just
You have
sitting
very
there,
little
everything-
reaction
Yeah,
time.
you're just sitting there. Everything's fine.
No time to prepare.
Like when you're in a lobby waiting for your doctor's appointment, there's like 17 other people sitting right around you, and all of a sudden you're just looking at your phone, and then all of a sudden a sneeze comes out, and then like everybody looks at you like you got some disease or something. It's
Yeah,
like, it's
'cause you do.
allergies.
You're at the
people, all
doctor.
right? It's fucking
There's a
allergies.
reason you're here.
I've got COVID-23. I don't know.
Exactly.
I gotta go.
Just allergies, people. Chill.
Excuse me. I love it. Anyway, on this show, we are a little different. We do a thing I like to call Beers of the Week. I think we should jump into those. What do you think?
Definitely.
I mean,
Do it.
you know what song I haven't heard in a while? Do It.
Do it. Do it.
Ooh, that's nice. That is
Sultry
nice.
bass. Guitar. The bass. That's the guitar.
No, that's the electric guitar.
Yeah.
We can do some bass, but I don't think we need to right now. It's
Nah,
fine.
this is nice. I like it.
So anyway, as we talk about Beers of the Week, it's been a while, but I am back with a good classic, something I know and love personally, and that is smooth, easy drinking. This is not their slogan, but it was for something else. This is the smooth, easy drinking, won't fill you up, but never let you down. Busch Light.
Crisp. Clean.
My go-to if I ever do drink beer again, which I might actually have one of those because it's a glass bottle.
Yeah, it's fancy.
Much better than the cans.
But I don't want you like pretending like I forced one on you. If I open one and hand it to you and you don't want it, just know I opened it for me to double like fist anyway.
I'm double fisted.
I would expect
made
that.
this
Because
choice.
that happened the last time you were here when you came over to make steaks for us, which you did a great job.
Yeah.
And then I double fisted 2 Busch Lights, and you looked at me, and I went, "Oh, I guess I should be a good host," and offered it to you. And it turns out you didn't want it anyway.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
Oh,
well,
did you want one?
Yeah, I feel. Oh, did you
Oh,
want
I'm
one?
sorry about that. I thought you might. I didn't know if you wanted one or not.
No, just remember, I have a problem. Like Jedi John's not here, so I will take the reins of being the resident show functioning alcoholic, and that is me. Yeah, I got it.
happens.
Speaking
It
of such
happens.
afflictions, such as alcoholism, what are you guys drinking?
Well, since I don't drink too much beer lately, so
Mm-hmm.
I've been moved on to the Fireball.
Oh my god.
The little shooters. They're
That's
great.
right. That's good. It's weird because not only do you have one,
We all three do.
we all three have one.
Oh man.
And because it's a celebration, because
we
we're all
saying?
back and it's Revenge of the 5th and we're all here, so let's have X and we'll talk about it later.
Crack these little 50 mil shooters and
That's right. Here. Salute, gentlemen.
salud.
Salute. Mm-hmm.
What did Steve Carell say in the office? Over the gums and through the lips, and here we go.
Oh my God. Did you just title this episode?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Right after the toast. Good job.
That was Steve Carell from The Office.
No. That's
That's Matt from the basement.
That's Matt from the studio. Over the gums and through the lips. I like it. All right, so what else we got going on?
Having kids has been a big part of it.
Oh my God. Are we just gonna go ahead and do it? Are we gonna jump straight into daddy issues?
I got them for days, man.
Oh, nice.
I have the oldest one, so I mean, he
That's
comes with
true.
a whole new laundry list of problems you guys haven't encountered yet.
You're winning. We also just found out a sweet new hack to keep the kid occupied while we do a podcast. So let's cover that in daddy issues. Right? Meow. Yeah, daddy issues. We are back and at it with all the issues that face dads today. By that, I mean, we're not really going to tell you how to solve your life. We're just going to complain about our own. So, I mean, that's what's up.
At least somebody else might hear it and be like, "Oh, I'm dealing with the same thing. I'm not alone."
Yeah, well, I think anyone with kids
Yeah.
feels alone. And then, now you can hear them screaming. But, you're not. It's hard out there. It's hard out there being a dad. Like I've got this brand new thing that I love. My daughter now tells everyone she meets, including her school teacher, about what happens at the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oversharing.
Like everything, which is really fun. So you're like, great. Like
Mom and Dad got in an argument the other night.
Yeah. Shut up. Everyone gets into arguments. It was really loud and I was scared. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but
Keep that at home.
yeah, don't tell everyone. They're going to be like, oh, so your parents fight all the time? And she'll be like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
My parents fight in front of me constantly.
Yeah.
Daddy got arrested.
Oh, can we talk about that?
Yeah.
All right. I love how we bring that up and we look right at Justin. Can we talk about that?
Well, yeah, why is it on me?
What's your story?
Yeah.
It happened to you.
Okay. So your son likes to share.
Yeah.
So
this
what
was
happened and how'd you find out?
So this was years ago, but I had gotten pulled over for not using my blinker after picking him up from daycare one time. And I was on my way home. I got pulled over, and the cop was like, hey, man, just slow down. He let me off with a warning and all that stuff. But I get a call from his mom a couple days later, and she's like, did you get arrested recently? I was like,
What are you on CaseNet?
no, I was like,
Yeah, right.
I was like, no, why? And she goes, well, Rowan's telling his teacher at school that you got arrested the other day. And I was like, what? No. It's like, buddy.
Perfect person to tell.
I was let off with a warning for not using a blinker. There's a vast difference.
dude, we drove away together.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
We got home and I made you dinner. What are you talking about?
It just to point out for those of you who aren't following along, Justin co-parents
Yeah.
his son with his son's mom. And so that's why when she called him with this news, it was a shock to him.
What? No. Why would you ask that?
It's so awesome.
Dude, that's the last thing you want. I mean, you guys,
Yeah, right.
You guys don't know, but having your ex, who's the mother of your child, call you and being like asking questions like that's the last thing you want.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, great.
No.
Did you get arrested? Why? What's your attorney say?
Immediate defense mode.
Yeah, right.
Do I already have a court date? What's going on?
Yeah, are you just letting me know before I get served? Like, what's happening? It's nuts.
Damn it! I just got my taxes back too.
Yeah.
Ain't it the way?
All that hard work gone.
These lawyers are so expensive.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So anyway, all right. Well, that's a funny story. Obviously, yours, Matt. Don't feel like you're immune to all this. Also, say funny things.
Yes.
Matt came walking towards the podcast studio, and his daughter blurts out, "Dad's getting drunk."
Yeah.
It is
She's
11
6.
a.m.
She's 6. Dad's getting drunk. He's got the fireball.
Awesome. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun?
Raise him right.
Kids say the darndest thing.
Kids are just so honest, and that blows my mind. Until I ask, "What'd you do?"
Yeah.
And then
they shut
all
down.
that honesty.
There's
Right out the
honest,
window.
There's honest trailers for movies. There should be honest trailers for parenting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if that was the case, no one would do it. Like, because there's no honest trailer that's like, they're just so amazing. And you see, like,
No.
like, I mean,
They bring so much joy to my life.
they do actually.
But there's a lot of frustration that comes with that,
Most
too.
of it, the memorable stuff that you remember every moment is frustration. And it's not till after they finally go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep, that you look at their pictures. And you're like, oh God, I love them so much.
I love you, but sometimes I want to
But
bury
when
you.
they're awake, you're like, God, if I just hugged you real tight around the neck for just a moment, you'd go to sleep.
I think I'm in like a transitional period with Rowan because he's 8. He's starting he's self-aware, but he's not like a handful anymore. I could set him in a room for an hour or I could leave him outside for an hour and be like, just
Peek
check
at
on
him
here and
make
there.
sure he's there. Well, yeah. I mean, I said there was a hack that we just discovered. And it was, if we want to keep Ro busy while we podcast, I just handed him the PS5 controller.
Yeah.
And he's probably already back on the trampoline.
Yeah, well, that's fine, but it gave him something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Spider-Man and then
Yeah,
he
he
went back outside.
He beat Spider-Man, which is great.
He beat the first one on his own when he was 7 years old. So
He can run through a video game, man.
Dude, you might have a future programmer on your hands.
That's not good. That's expensive college.
No, it's not. Make him pay for it. I don't know what everybody's all like, I have to pay for my kid's college. Nobody paid for mine.
I gave him some advice today. I said, find a job that pays for your education.
He's actually right. That's a huge thing. By the way, Matt and you and I talked about this. It is a daddy issue. We talked about it yesterday. But I read this article, which is helpful for me in my new day job, that Gen Z is really gravitating towards the trades.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I read something
which
recently
is
through
awesome.
Instagram.
Which is so awesome because then you have all these people who, again, have skills
Creating infrastructure.
doing stuff that we need, like really need, which is super awesome. So I'm super happy to hear about that. The only problem is that they're doing it while on their phone, like the whole time. It's really hard to do a really good weld job when you're trying to TikTok a video of it.
I mean,
That was
me and,
my
I was gonna
exact
say, me
issue
and
with
Matt
it.
are in the trades, and like seeing some of these young kids jump on job sites and do nothing but stare at their phones while they're walking around is so infuriating.
It's tough.
I cannot tell you.
Well,
you have a hard hat on, but you're staring at your phone. That kind of defeats the whole purpose.
Hard
of
hat's
it,
not
Junior.
going to help you when you walk off the roof.
Yeah,
Okay.
see you, bro. You go.
Dude, he unalived himself posting a video. Would you believe it? OSHA's going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Matt, why don't you talk about it a
I was
little
going
bit?
to say the greatest thing you can do is just to keep your mouth shut. You didn't see anything. I don't know what happened.
I didn't see him walk.
I
plead
he
the
was there
fifth.
1 minute. I turned around. He was gone. I have no idea.
Can you plead the fifth in OSHA review?
If they don't have like the cameras on each level.
Oh, right.
If there's no there's no proof.
This feels super off the books.
Which on the big hospital job I'm on now, there's pretty much those little hunting motion cameras that they tie up to all the beams.
Oh, wow. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
they have them. They have like
Trail
I think-
cameras everywhere.
Trail cams, motion
I think they
activated.
got like 3 or 4 on each level. So as they're building this hospital, yeah, because they want to see who's coming in at night. They want to see who's moving things around.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And-
okay, so that
yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know who needs to hear this, but all of those cameras, copper wires lead to them. So
Yes,
I'm
no,
just
they're-
saying,
They're
you know,
trail
if somebody
cameras
needs
that are
to know.
strapped up, but they're hardwired in,
Yeah,
so they don't have to
with
continuous.
copper.
Yeah.
with copper.
They ain't gonna be able to get to it.
You're gonna show up Monday. All the cameras are stripped.
Yeah, all the wires just laying out on the ground.
Well, some of the trail cameras they have in certain areas where there is a lot of copper piping, like I'm talking 6 and 7 inch copper piping.
Stop it! You're saying the wrong thing to the public. But
I'm just
okay,
saying they have security. You're not going to get into a job with that high profile job of.
Yeah, well, you hope not, but it happens.
There.
Yeah, I got you. But also, all the traffic cams,
Yeah.
copper wires. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Copper wire. All you gotta do is burn off all the rubber and plastic.
Don't worry about it. It's there.
Copper's not really worth for much right now. So
Yeah.
These people don't know that.
Gotta wait for it to go back up.
you got to wait for it. Once it goes above
Fine,
$4.
Bitcoin. It's wrapped in Bitcoin, which is at
wrapped
60K again.
Crypto,
Whatever.
baby, crypto.
Bitcoin and gold.
That's
Go
right.
for it. It's like an HDMI
Stop
cable.
trying to get people to rob my job site.
I really am. I don't know why, but I'm just like, you know what would be cool?
If Matt showed up for work on Monday and there was
like-
no material
The
there,
generator that they hang from the crane at night is just gone.
I was like, what the heck? Where'd all my pipe go? Where's my pipe tree at? Jesus, where'd the fitting box go?
Pipe tree. Matt's
all
just coming
gone.
up with great names for the episode, left and right.
A pipe tree.
Where's
is
all
what-
my pipe?
A pipe tree is what rolls around where we stack our 10 and 20 foot pipe. It's a thing.
20-foot pipe? Wow. Way to brag. Okay.
If you were in the trades, you would
seems
know.
a bit excessive.
He's over there handling pipe all day.
Every day.
Every day. It's my job. I fit that pipe.
Mother
I fit it
effing
good.
pipe fitter.
I fit some good pipe.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. But it's so awesome, though, to know that, the trades are the way to go. In my day job,
He's coming back to that.
it's awesome. It's what we need, for real.
Well, everybody was so ready to go into tech and IT and everything for the longest time because, let's face it, it's less physical labor and you can do it from home now.
I have a friend who's a teacher named Cheyenne. Shout out to her if she listens. But she was telling me one time that most of all the kids in the last decade, talking from 2010 to 2020, most of the kids that came through elementary school to junior high in that time, all they ever wanted to do was only one thing and one thing only.
Be an influencer.
I want to be on
YouTuber.
Yeah.
That's nobody.
That's what they watch.
Nobody wanted to do anything like that. It wasn't until pretty much, I feel like, after the pandemic set a society into motion of like, hey, we got to figure stuff out, and then started making these younger generations realizing with all the social media videos, hearing that there are women out there with hundreds of thousands of dollars in student debt, but yet their husband is making over 6 figures. They got their education paid for. Now they got a great job. They've got all this benefits and they've got retirement and pensions. And then they're like, how does he have all that and got it all paid for? And he has a job that's secure. But yet me, I'm struggling with $100,000 in student debt and I don't even have a job.
Dude,
So
I like the beating on the table.
kids-
You drive that point home.
Kids, pay attention. If you're listening, find a job that pays for your education.
100%.
Don't pay for your own education and then look for a job. Find a job that pays for it for you.
Dude, so what I do now in my day job, if I get kids to go through I work for Ford, which is awesome. And
Huge company.
Yeah, I do. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's only been around for a long time, but and like
Who?
Didn't he start something?
half the listeners just went, I'm done. Fix or repair daily. Found on road dead. Like,
yeah.
First on race
All
day.
the Chevy guys are like,
first on
screw
race day.
these guys.
So you either love it or you hate it. Honestly, I do. I love.
Up or rebuild Dodge.
Oh
Blue
man,
flag,
I can't
I'm
believe
sorry.
he did it.
It's an acronym.
It's
right?
okay. Yeah. So anyway, let's not talk about Dodge. Okay. I don't have that kind of time. All right.
Ain't got that
But anyway, if you can't dodge it, ram it. If you can't do that, sell it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it's a bad word over rebuilt Dodge.
Yeah.
There you go. Effed over rebuilt Dodge. That's
all
what
right. So we're done. We're gonna move on with my actual story.
There we go.
So I work for Ford, and
They are actually
it's
good
a really
cars.
good. It's a really good company, and they're treating me really right. But my job specifically is to try and get kids who are in auto tech programs in high schools to move on to the next step, which is like a trade school. And then I work to get them through the asset program, which is a way for them to work at a dealership, a Ford dealership, and then get their education paid for and go through one of these schools to come out with an associate's degree. But more importantly, all of the certifications that you need to be a master tech
Service
at Ford.
tech. Yeah.
Master service tech.
Master service tech.
And you go through this program the good news is you're already working at a dealership and you put 2 years in already. So you're 2 years towards your Master Tech status. You come out with all of your certifications. You work 3 more years at any Ford dealership.
You
those
come out of
certifications
school
follow
with
you.
credits,
Mhm.
basically.
Those certifications follow you. You work 3 more years, you hit that 5-year level. Dude, you're a senior Master Tech. Now you can pull down 6 figures. For real. And you can do it anywhere across the country at 3,200 different Ford dealers.
Right.
But you can't go and do that and just go to work and sit on your phone.
No,
You have
to
to work.
Yeah.
You got to get some elbow grease in there and do your job.
Well, you got to
learn.
pay your dues for one.
That's true.
You know, you don't
That's
start
true.
at the top immediately.
But I'm telling you, like, the education's there. And to Matt's point, get your education paid for.
Education's one thing, but also experience in that same field that's a whole other gold mine you're looking for.
That's what that program allows you to do. You do 8 weeks at school,
Right.
8 weeks at the dealer.
Right.
Working with a mentor, using what you've learned.
Right.
And then you go 8 weeks back, you're learning new stuff, you're getting certifications, you're 8 weeks back at the dealer until you hit 2 years. Like, now your dues are in, right? Like, the program is insane.
You went through the hard stuff.
Not only are you over there knuckle busting, you know,
Your
breaking
knuckles
stuff
and
just to
fingers
get
are
it loose.
destroyed.
You're like, I will torch that bolt. I swear to God.
I'm taking the whole thing off.
But you're
I
also
swear.
you're also working on the computer aspect of it, which you can't swap your engine in your driveway anymore.
No.
Like, you have to have the software and all that stuff for it, and that's there too. So it's just a great program to be able to come out with that stuff.
There's so many new tools that these dealerships have, and there's so many new programs that they have to plug in. Like, my diesel has a plug-in at the bottom. I didn't even know, but when I took it in for service, he popped the panel off and plugged this thing in. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to just read your truck real quick." I was like, "What are you even doing?"
Oh,
Like,
he had
it's-
the code
They
reader.
do that on any car.
He set a laptop on my seat, and he lifted it open on a laptop, and he's just typing away on the computer on the keyboard, just like that. And I'm like,
They
and
run a diagnostics.
Yeah, he was
off that.
basically running it because it was started and running, and I'm just watching him. I'm like, this is all new technology to me, man. I'm so
right.
used to popping the hood and a guy hitting the freaking throttle with his finger. You know,
I was just waiting for you to do. Yeah.
I almost.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. Blue Flag Matt over here, everybody. That's your new name.
Fireball Matt.
You're
yeah.
Blue Flag Matt. No, you don't get to be Fireball yet. There's only one deep. Come on.
Hey, I got a tradesman's mouth. All right, I'm sorry.
That's real. I like what you do.
Yeah,
with
that's
that
another
mouth.
thing they're
So-
going to learn in the trades is that
How to cuss properly.
Okay, first of all, that's not going to come in the trades, all right? Anybody in an Xbox room or a PS5 room is going to have the mouth
I
of
guarantee.
a sailor.
I guarantee. I've been in some of those chat rooms with some of them Call of Duty players and all them, and I've heard they're. Yeah,
Yeah, like
Those guys-
it's actually worse. There's a lot of racial epithets.
Oh,
I don't
dude,
think we need.
it's open
Yeah.
warfare in there.
those
man.
guys would. They would be taken to school if they came onto the trades one day.
All right,
Listen
okay,
to some
Matt,
of these
all
guys
right.
talk to them. Those kids hiding behind the microphones on Xbox game chats would come home crying every day if they had to deal with some of the tradesmen that are on these job sites.
It's so tough out there.
I've seen it firsthand, man.
They will
I've
make
watched
kids cry.
like-
I've
Okay,
seen it.
okay.
I've watched kids cry because they
God,
said
you
the
guys.
wrong thing.
Who made you guys cry? This is like.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you, man?
I've never
Matt goes, dude. I've never cried.
I've
so
never
hard except for
successfully
at work."
cried because of somebody on the job.
I have.
I've never successfully cried.
I'm kidding.
I've had to force them.
Look, it was one time, and I was really hard up for cash. Somebody had to force me. Matt just said. All
I'm
right.
glad you went there.
You know what? That's fine. Of course I went there. That's my job on this show.
Yes.
I always go there. If there's a joke, I'm gonna go for it. Ro's back. Ro, are you gonna come say hi?
What up, dude?
You want to say
What's
hi?
going on, man?
Hi.
Hi. Look, see, he knows how to get to the mic. It's instinctive. What's wrong with you? Well, while Ro is over here making requests, we will move on.
I'm gonna come check.
We're gonna jump on to TV shows.
Yes.
We will do what? Maybe some X-Men '97 talk.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I love that he waits till I mute his
I know.
mic. All right, you want to do it?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's do it.
All right, here we go. Let's move on to TV shows, guys.
Had to mute me.
Of course.
You just let it fly no matter.
There we go. He just waits till I hit the button. We are back into the TV segment. And of course, Justin's really good at timing himself talking. But don't worry about it. That's what makes this show fun, and we are glad to have him back. But there's only one TV show right now that we can really talk about.
And before we do that, I'm going to steal one of your bush lights before we talk about this.
That's fine. You just go ahead. Excuse yourself, and we will continue working. So, honestly, you just silently fingering, give me one too. I need one too. All right. Sorry, I'm over here also multitasking dad stuff.
What? Just go upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I have
a beverage? Tell me, can I have a beverage? Don't ask Uncle Matt. He'll give you a bush light. All right. So anyway. So X-Men 97 is crazy good over on Disney Plus. I have no idea how I've not had the urge to just jump on mic and talk about it. But here we are, and here we go again. It's an incredible show. I remember when the show was announced, I was blown away because I didn't think that Disney at the time, because the MCU was, it was in a rut. Let's be real.
Just too much stuff being put out with not enough, I don't know.
Payoff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just trying to put too much out at so fast.
I do feel like a lot of it was just to get the X-Men in the MCU.
Because they've kind of had a backstep to them this entire time.
And then X-Men
What's the
97
deal with that?
drops.
Is all the X-Men movies back in the day not part of the MCU?
They're
Correct.
part of
Sony.
Yeah, they're Sony.
No, well, now they're not Sony.
Who
None
were
of
they?
them.
Not anymore.
None of them. They were 20th Century Fox.
Okay, so
But now Disney owns 20th Century Fox.
that's what my next question was.
So-
Did Disney buy them?
Yes. So here's what's going to happen. All that stuff, if you go look on Disney Plus right now, it's like Legacy Marvel. And it's the 20th Century Fox films. So the first X-Men, New Mutants, Cable, Deadpool,
That's
all
why
that
we're
kind of
seeing
stuff.
that on Disney.
Fantastic Four. Yeah, that stuff all is now on Disney Plus, and it's like the legacy stuff.
My
It's not
favorite
canon,
X-Men
right?
origin.
It's not. X-Men Origins.
He's a future
Wolverine.
past.
Wolverine. I know you love it.
I love it because everybody hates it. That's why.
I don't hate it. It's just like, what happened here? Like, what that was a choice that was made. And then, but anyway, now though, with the multiverse being introduced, I think the explanation for all those stories is different kind of universe, right? Different dimension, that they showed you.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's fine. So what we're really looking at now, though, is the X-Men exist because you can see Furry Blue Beast at the end of the Marvels. And it's the Kelsey Grammer Beast from
The original
X3.
Yeah.
I think he shows up.
Which I enjoyed his.
Oh, he makes a good beast.
He makes a good beast.
Because he looks like the X-Men animated series beast who quotes like Shakespeare and, it's what
He's
doing.
a very intellectual person.
And
Yes.
he still does have that Frasier voice sound to him.
Yeah.
And everything he does. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dr. Hank McCoy was an intellectual
Yeah. He fit the
before
part really
he
well.
was a fighter and a beast.
Yeah, and when now in the comics, most recently, he is a villain,
Oh no!
like a straight up villain.
Beast is?
Oh yeah,
What?
Yeah, but we can talk about that. Well, he also probably was just died and erased and replaced with like an
Clone.
innocent version
I really
because
need to
comics are awesome.
find some
and that's
time
what
to
we do.
start this show because we talked about this. I just need to find time to start this.
Well,
and
that's the
actually watch
comics.
it.
The show, 97. The show.
90 show. That's what
Just
I wanna-
watch
I wanna-
X-Men 97.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I got to find time to watch that.
So there is, and I talked with Justin about this because Justin and I are like OG X-Men heads. Like, and not like 1961 X-Men, but like the 90s animated series. Like that was our jam.
I was really surprised, like how easily they left off or like picked up from when they left off.
Picked up exactly
And
where
they started
left off.
the same storyline, and like the animation and everything's better, but they still have the same feel.
Yeah.
It feels like because I used to have VHS tapes of the whole first season.
Yeah. Dude,
they used to give them away at Pizza Hut.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, some of my earliest memories with the X-Men are like the animated series and then going to Pizza Hut and playing that sick arcade game, right?
Yes.
Which, by the way, I have that version. I can play it on my laptop.
Nice.
It's awesome. It's like this bootleg version. I'm just like, I can finally beat Magneto. Oh, my God. Couldn't do that before.
Couldn't do that before.
And I think I've said this before, but like the only childhood video game stuff I really remember is my sister Jody used to dominate all three of the Super Marios, Super Mario 3 particularly. And then,
oh man,
Yeah.
it's not the video game segment.
oh, I'm just saying. But that's what I remember as childhood. Then we got Sega.
Sega.
But like I did have an X-Men game on my Sega. That's what kind of drew me to it because I did play that on my Sega.
Yeah,
Remember
you
which
could
one
be-
it was?
I played Wolverine. I know that.
It was probably Tag Team.
I don't know which one it was, but the X-Men
was
game
X-Men
on.
2.
I'm
X-Men
talking
versus
old school
Avengers.
Sega Genesis.
No. The Sega Genesis had a different X-Men. It was
That was
like
a
you
cool
could be
game.
Gambit. Yeah, there's
You
reference
could be-
to
you
it.
could be
They
Storm.
reference it
You could be
in X-Men 97.
Cyclops and Wolverine. It was on Sega Genesis
Yep.
because I had the game
I remember.
and I loved it. I also played NHL 94 too.
Well, that's fine. But as far as X-Men 97 goes, the game Matt's talking about, there is an episode this season where Jubilee gets sucked back into like the Mojo verse, and they play the video game.
awesome. No
they
shit.
reference that video game. It's so cool.
That's rad.
Blue Flag is ad again, but that's okay. But yeah, no, they do it, and it's super awesome. And then there's, I just can't believe the stuff that they're doing in X-Men 97. Like they bring in the Executioner.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think I would ever see him.
I haven't seen the episode yet, but I'm almost there.
Oh, so that's like episode 3.
The
Is he just murdering people?
I think
Mutants.
he
wants to.
Yeah.
I think
So
it's
he's a
farther
human.
beyond that. But either way, I'm still behind. But I keep seeing spoilers.
Oh man,
On the
I
internet.
thought when you said Executioner, he was the mutant trying to kill humans.
he is a human who wants to kill mutants. But dude, that's the episode. Oh man, I can't even talk about it. So here's what we're gonna say. It's an awesome season. There are 2 episodes left for this season.
How many total?
10.
Oh, that's not bad.
In the
How long are each episode?
half
half
hour.
hour.
That's
It's
not
just
bad at
like
all.
a standard.
Yeah, but they're good though. So the first episode is really like a let's set the tone, what's going on right now. And then episode 2 is the one where you see Executioner. Episode 3 is the one where they bring in Cable's mom.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm further along than I thought. I might not. Maybe I wasn't paying full attention.
These things
because
happen.
I have
Dad
kids
life.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
I got you. And then after that, it just kind of goes a little bonkers. So I will say this. This show is putting some serious respect on the X-Men and their powers. They're using them in ways that are just cool. Like Cyclops comes out looking cool.
When he slides and everything.
Yeah, he uses his concussive eye beams to move himself through the environment, which
Sliding
is
all
so
over the place.
cool.
It's pretty dope. I was like, man, I never saw that before.
And he's out there. He's there to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and he's all out of bubble gum.
It's pretty rad.
Like for real, it's
So-
so awesome.
Let me ask, what are your kids doing when you're watching all these shows?
Kinsley watches it with me.
Oh, you lucky.
if
Okay, well,
I
see,
get lucky, I
that's-
can get
yeah,
Ro to watch it with me. If not, I'm trying.
Maybe
to
when Nolan gets a little
And
older,
my
he'll-
son's like, what is it, mischief and mayhem
Yeah.
all the time. So he's not sitting down for it. Sometimes he will, like if it's a
Yeah.
lot of action, because the music's good.
Yeah.
And that gets his attention. But my daughter will watch it with me. My son is kind of off on his own thing.
Yeah, he's
which is cool.
wrecking the house. while
Yeah,
we're
I mean,
doing it.
whatever. You know. Yeah, but they're only half hour long, so usually I can clean up whatever he's destroyed in half an hour at that time. And then other times I just wait till they go to bed.
Yeah.
It's like a half hour, so it's not a big deal.
The only time I ever get a chance to turn the TV on is when I'm laying down to go to bed.
You should do it in the morning when you wake up. Stop spending time alone with the Camping World catalog in the bathroom and just turn on a half hour X-Men
I need that
I really,
time.
I thought
to
it was,
clear my mind.
I
and
thought
pipes.
it was awesome how they brought Morph back into it, because he wasn't like such a prominent figure before, and now he's actually got a place, and nobody really knows who he is unless they actually read or used to watch back in the day.
Yeah, so Morph is interesting, especially in X-Men 97, because he uses his powers in a way that they didn't before.
Yeah,
So not only now can he look like anyone,
it sound like anyone, almost like
he does
Mystique
like their
can do it.
powers.
Yeah,
like
he
he
can,
mimics
he
their
can
powers,
copy their powers for a little while.
which kind of makes him overpowered.
Yeah, he's OP. Yeah, it's the same.
So it's the same issue you have with any overpowered character. They have to take him out of the battle for some reason just to make it keep going. So, whatever. But
Can't have the hero show up too soon.
yeah, the only other issue with Morph is that he is the only person with different pronouns. So he uses a they, them. I'm sorry, They use a they them. Man, I just screwed that up. I'm so bad at this. But he's the they are the only character that makes sense for.
Well, everybody was throwing a lot of shade at Gambit wearing the crop top.
Oh, that's stupid. That's so dumb.
I was like, it was the 80s, man.
Dude,
or early
yeah.
90s.
He embodies, like, everybody's like, oh, Gambit's at least bisexual. And I'm like, shut up.
Who cares? He's
a character.
He turns
What?
Potential energy into kinetic.
Do you know what
energy.
he is? He is so smooth. Like, he's just the drip. Gambit's just looking however Gambit wants to look all the time.
It's that trench coat, man.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Trench coat and staff goes a long way.
That dude, just ripping.
He's good with a deck of cards.
Oh, it's in the cards is wild, man. That's what he tells
Wow,
everybody.
boy.
So I don't care what anybody says about Gambit. And I'm really more interested in the pronouns of morph because it actually makes sense. That person
He can switch genders at any point in time.
anything and mimic the powers. Come on. I would be a hit at parties. You know what I'm saying? Also in battle. So you haven't seen it yet.
You would be a hit at parties, or you would get hit.
Let me tell you something. I'd be an X-man. Whatever. That was.
I see what he did
There we go. Woo! Anyway.
Wait, what happened? Where are we?
Where are we? We're in
You smell
2024. Oh, who's stroking
My left
out?
arm's numb.
Oh. But anyway,
Where's that burnt wood coming from?
for Christ's sake.
Sorry.
Can't even make a point about more. Oh, it's because you guys are two past me on the fireball count, right? No, that's just
No,
you.
I'm just
That's
me.
him.
Okay. All
I
right.
still got
Look at you. You're a classy man with things to do today. So, anyway, X-Men 97 is baller. The villains, top notch.
Yes.
Magneto, unbelievably cool.
So he starts out as like a halfway enemy. We have to use him for right now.
No, in this particular storyline, what he does is spot on with the comics, which is why I love this show. It's just following the late 80s, early 90s comic book
That
storylines
storyline.
of the X-Men
Sweet.
with bits of like the 2000s thrown in.
Little
Yeah.
this, little
It's
that.
really cool. And they make all the characters cool. Like Rogue, she throws fist. Everybody catches hands.
Brawler.
She don't care.
No,
She
man.
don't care. Wolverine,
I-
there's a scene in the latest episode where he's pulling some free falling from the sky and just slicing and dicing my way down. And it is awesome. Nightcrawler, they let him use 3 swords at once. One in each hand and then one on his tail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And him and Wolverine go to work together. It is so awesome.
All right.
There's this super cool scene where they're fighting these things. I won't tell you what they are because it kind of ruins where the story goes. But they're fighting these things, and Wolverine stabs the thing in the chest with both fists. And Nightcrawler grabs it from the back while Wolverine's still attached and teleports with it. And you get to see teleporting from Logan's point of view and Nightcrawler's. And they end up outside the X Mansion, and it is super dope.
That's awesome.
It's actually a pullback from, I think it was, is it X-Men Apocalypse? Nightcrawler does it. And they kind of show you how that looks in the movie.
Yeah.
They also do it
Whenever
in
he
this
phases in and out of the what dimension he goes to.
brimstone dimension, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they show you, and like Wolverine's face is like, whoa. And Nightcrawler's like, this is like every other day at work. No big deal.
Clench your butt cheeks.
And
man.
they're just, yeah, right. It's going to get weird. Why does it smell like that? I just bamfed.
Don't
No
worry
big
about
deal.
it. I just bamfed.
Yeah. So, dude, it's cool. It's cool. And then they bring in some like late 90s villains that I never thought they would just use.
I never thought we'd see Jubilee again.
Oh, she's cool. She's
I
fun.
mean, her
She grounds
powers
the
didn't.
show.
Her powers didn't look all that great in the old cartoon, just because it looked like fireworks and whatever. But she was a bad mofo.
She was, but she's still good. But then they bring in Sunspot, Robert DaCosta from X-Force. Mm-hmm. He's like the new Jubilee that Jubilee bonds with, and he's cool.
Dope.
Yeah, so it's a good show. So if you guys aren't watching, go check it out. The only other TV
just
show
need to
news
catch up.
that I want to spit out today, since it is Revenge of the Fifth, is the Star Wars The Acolyte trailer just dropped yesterday on Disney Plus for May the 4th, and that looks really cool. That looks like a really cool kind of like, I don't know, I'm sure they talked about it ad nauseum over on the Force Dyad, but it's like, it starts out with a Jedi has been murdered, and like the council's like trying to work through almost like mystery style, and that's why the trailer looks super cool.
With like
That's
the
pretty
with
cool.
Like the Kung Fu Jedi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That does look pretty cool. I guess
Doesn't
it's
it,
like
though?
the next generation Star Wars.
Yeah. Although I'm not sure where that time is set within the storyline. I think it's before A New Hope and whatnot. Can't be 100. But it is
Is
super
George
awesome.
Lucas still a part of this?
He sold his he sold.
He sold all rights.
So he has no writing, like any of that.
Nope.
I think if they want, they can do like
But
outside consultant.
Yeah.
But he sold to Disney, so he's done. And honestly, though,
He made his stories. They were all good.
Dave Filoni
Killing it.
and Jon Favreau
Killing it.
killing it.
They
I think
should
they're
take
doing
over.
great. They did. They're doing great. They're doing really good. The Bad Batch is happening over there right now. It's super good. I know they talk about it again on the Force Diet, but
I need to catch up on that too.
yeah, that's a good one.
What's that?
It's
Bad
an
Batch.
animated like Stormtrooper show. So the Bad Batch is a bunch of clones from the Clone Wars.
He's not a huge fan of animated flicks.
Oh, that's true. And so we're over here telling him to watch X-Men 97. And he's like,
He won't do it.
pass,
No, he
pass.
won't do it.
That's okay. No one's gonna hold that against you.
One more show that we. I didn't want to interrupt.
No,
but
go ahead.
Can we?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Fallout?
Oh, dude, no. I watched the first episode and then I ran out of time because X-Men 97.
How'd you feel about it?
I liked it.
It's real. 5 episodes in.
You know what my favorite thing is? You know what they taught me in the Marines? If the cloud's bigger than your thumb, don't even bother running. It's too late.
Yep.
Because if cloud's smaller than your thumb, good luck. You can try.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
That the first episode, like, even though there's a lot going
There's a
on.
lot going on.
It's the same concept if you see a moose in the mountains.
If
If you can hold your hand
get behind
out,
a tree,
if you can hold your hand out and you can cover a moose with your thumb, it's far enough away.
You can run. And if
But if
not,
it's not, good luck.
get ready to commune with nature.
Good luck.
No, Fallout is good. The guys over on the Comic Shop Couch podcast love it.
It's so far it's been a fantastic series. I played it since Fallout 3, then I played New Vegas, and now 4.
Yeah.
5's supposed to be, or actually there's like 2 new games coming out soon, but we'll talk about that later.
That's cool.
But the series itself, like, in depth, it covers like most of the points you wanted to hit. Like, if
Right.
you've ever played those games, the series, fantastic.
It's good.
And Girl Who Plays Lucy, a dime.
Yeah, she's pretty good. But also, can we talk about one of my favorite actors? Walter Goggins.
Yeah, as the ghoul,
Is so good.
he's awesome.
He is fantastic.
If give it a couple more episodes, you'll see some more awesomeness.
I love him from his days back on Justified.
I didn't get too far into that show. It was pretty good.
That's
but
a show that's made for Matt, by the way. Matt would love Justified.
with Timothy Oliphant.
Uh-huh.
That dude's cool.
Yeah. See, he walks around in like a Stetson cowboy hat, dishing out justice as a U.S. Marshal.
It's pretty rad.
He literally takes the Han shot first argument from Star Wars to heart, episode 1, first 5 minutes. He just
he ain't
blows this
waiting.
guy away.
Wait, I think I've seen parts of this. Maybe like videos of something like on.
It was on FX.
Yep.
It's not a bad show.
There's a ton of videos of it.
What's it called
floating
again?
through. Justified.
Justified. It's Timothy Oliphant, and
What's
then
it-
Walter Goggins
What,
is in it
what
too.
does it stream on?
Well, FX, so you can watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
Don't got it.
I'm sorry about you.
I'll hook
I
you up
know.
with my login.
You know, we can give you a password.
There we
No big
go.
deal.
As
No
long
big
as
deal.
they haven't restricted
Problem
that yet.
solved.
Also, you can watch Hulu on Disney Plus. So
Yeah, they've merged recently.
yeah, so you can probably watch on your Disney Plus account.
As long as the transitions happened already. Is it already there?
It's fully transitioned. Yeah, it works.
Here we go again.
I didn't even think about
no,
it.
we're not. We're moving on. But no, because I was watching something on like a Hulu original, and then FX went Shogun on Disney Plus.
How is that show? Is that pretty good?
It's good.
Everybody keeps telling me to watch it. I've only seen
You'll
the
enjoy
previews
it.
and stuff. But
It's good. Like, I'm not too big into that world yet, but I caught the first episode. I was like, this is fun.
okay,
I can get
cool.
behind this.
Cool. Is it
It's
anything
like a feudal Japan kind of action.
okay? So like I was gonna say, like Into the Badlands. Did you ever watch that show?
Oh, that's a cool show too. That was on FX too.
It was like a cowboy / samurai
It's like
ninja
Kung
movie.
Fu.
Yeah.
I got a nerdy show for y'all.
Is
Does
it gonna
anybody
be Nat
watch
Geo?
on Netflix Cosmic Into the Unknown about the James Webb Space Telescope?
Is that a documentary or a series?
It's a documentary, hour and a half long.
Is
Probably,
it?
I don't think
It's on
If
Netflix.
it's about the James Webb Telescope, it's got cool visuals.
faux show.
It's absolutely incredible. Go
Well,
check
that's a
it
good
out.
one.
It's called The Cosmic Into the Unknown. It's about the James Webb Space Telescope.
Where you're literally looking into the unknown.
You're looking back in time.
Oh, my. That's crazy.
You're looking and what you're seeing when they say that
'Cause-
galaxy is 13 million light years away. That's what that galaxy looked like 13 million years ago, because that's how long it took that light to get to us.
No, I get that part, which is crazy.
It's
Which is
awesome.
weird because I'm looking at you in the past then.
Technically,
By the time the light hits my eye and
Happens
my
so
brain
fast.
interprets it, it's
do you
not
know how
real
fast
time.
the light from the sun gets to the Earth?
It's called light speed, but
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm saying, do you know how long it takes for the light from the sun to get to the Earth?
it's like 13 minutes, isn't it?
It's 8.
8, that's right.
8 minutes it takes the light. Now, they were saying like it takes the light. Now, expand it further and further out is basically how the Hubble Space Telescope can only see so far back.
Right.
The James Webb looks in infrared, so it can see almost twice as farther back in time as Hubble can. It's incredible, man. I'm all nerded out about space. So
I love, well, you should talk to Eric on Star Trek. I love that
that's
we talk
not
about
the space I'm into.
distance. Distance now
Love you, Eric.
is so far that they refer to it as time. Right? Like that's wild.
And there's actually a line in the movie Interstellar that what's her name says where time can be. You can't go. I'm forgetting the
Is it
line.
Anne
It's Joe.
Hathaway's line?
Yes,
Joe
time
says
can
it,
be
right?
bent. It can be I'm screwing this up right now. It's a great movie, but it's perfectly states. And I guess the writer of that movie, Christopher Nolan, took that from like a physicist because that's a famous quote. Maybe it's Albert Einstein probably. Time can be bent, space can be bent, it can be like curved, it can be this and that stretched, but you can't go back, you can't go forward. The way they explain it in the movie is pretty awesome. It's in Interstellar. It's a good part.
I love it. Now we're talking about movies. We're not on that segment yet,
Well,
Matt.
you know, I got into the space stuff.
You just like
and
to jump ahead and blue flag it.
I was
That's what
talking
you're here
about the
for.
line she said and just trying to get into the meeting, and I screwed it up because I forgot the line.
All right, well, let's wrap up TV then, real quick. X-Men 97, if you're not watching it, you're
You
missing
need to
out.
be.
It is so good. It is so good.
Very good.
So, Matt, you better start watching it. And now let's move into movies so Matt can jump ahead to comics and opinion before we even get there. Let's do it.
No internet. Just stay on those apps.
I love it. I love it. Every time. I just work hard to catch when Justin's talking, not related to his show. So we are back. I love the look on Justin's face. He's laughing so hard right now. This is literally one of the most fun things we can do on this show is just have Justin on and just let him talk. It's great.
I'm trying to
You're trying to what?
He's trying
make
to be
sure
dad.
my son's not.
Oh, is he
Do
on
it.
does he have your phone?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yes, I feel like don't open my most recent private tab.
Don't search my history.
Don't just
Whatever
don't-
you do.
Don't even do it. Use the YouTube Kids app or get off the phone. That's it. That's all you got.
No, I trust him.
Over there watching some movies on your phone. That's fine. Nobody's worried about it.
Right.
Speaking of movies, I know there's one that we haven't talked about at length, but the full trailer dropped for it a while back, and it is awesome. And obviously, we're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Looks so good.
Matt, you've seen this trailer, right?
Mhm.
Give me your thoughts, because I know you said you
I'm
don't have
excited
an
to see
opinion.
it.
Why not? I'm sorry. Why? Why not?
Why not?
You threw me off there.
I know. I'm trying to keep you on your toes.
What do you mean, why not?
I
I'm
said I was excited.
I'm excited to see it because it's another Ryan Reynolds Deadpool movie.
Exactly.
I was
I
was
there's
really
no
excited.
other way to explain it.
And it looks like, even though
And you're bringing in Wolverine, which is Hugh Jackman, the best. I mean, what is he like? The longest
Yeah.
superhero character
He's
ever
been
played.
doing it for 20-something, 23,
Ever
24
since
years.
X-Men 1, which was 2000. So,
24 years.
man, he still looks good too.
And now
And
he's
I
got
just-
the iconic
I like-
yellow suit.
I like how it's rated R. Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely
Yeah,
R.
it has to be because everyone has, right?
Have you seen? Yes. Have you seen the trailer?
Mm-hmm.
The F word is the most heavily used word.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The Red Band trailer.
Yeah. Oh my god. I laughed so hard I was crying.
Yeah.
And that was just a trailer. You know who it was? It's my favorite character in the Deadpool movies. His roommate, the blind lady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. I was laughing so hard. Just like, do you want to go do
That's
some
Al.
cocaine? He was like, no. Feige said no to cocaine.
Yeah.
That was the one line we couldn't cross.
He was like, no Colombian Bam Bam. He knows all of the references. No snowboarding. No. I couldn't believe that they threw that in the trailer.
I
And-
missed the hell out of cocaine.
oh man. Oh man. I love her.
She's hilarious.
She does.
Their interactions are so funny.
Okay, let me ask you this: do you think you're gonna? Because I'm a fan of him, but do you think you're gonna miss T.J. Miller's character Weasel in it? I think I'm going to. I don't care what happened between the two guys. I just think Weasel's character should be a part.
I
of it.
honestly don't know what happened.
I don't know the falling out that happened.
So
Well, yeah,
I don't.
that's between them two outside of the movies. But I think Weasel's character, my point, is going to be missed.
I just want to do over the pants mouth stuff.
I was just straight Donald Duck in it.
We just shirt
Yeah, it's just straight.
Winnie Pooh in it. Winnie
So-
the Pooh in it.
I will miss that character
That was
because that
pretty
character was funny.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna be real with you. With all the stuff we're gonna get in this movie, there's not gonna be time to really miss that character.
Not for him.
So we've got Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's back, and then all the other fun stuff that we see, because in this particular trailer you get to see Ant-Man's head, and it's his actual head,
and you see his skeleton
That's what I'm
inside.
talking
He's
about.
dead.
and so then you
He's
also
dead.
see Lady Deathstrike from X2.
That's
see
crazy that they come straight out and like, hey, by the way, Paul Rudd's character is dead.
Yeah. Well, this could
Different
be
universe, man.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it'd probably still be the Ant-Man character. What's Paul Rudd's name? Scott Lang.
Scott Lang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Scott.
Wouldn't that be
Scotty.
Scott Lang?
Scotty don't in this movie. He's gone.
He did.
But it feels, you know what it feels like? That particular scene, you're going to get this one. It feels like Old Man Logan.
You know,
What?
so I just thought about something. Michael Douglas recently came out and said he would play Hank Pym again only on one condition, that he gets
died.
a death that means something, like kind of like Tony Stark did. Here's an idea. What if in that new Where Ant-Man's Head, it's not Scott Lang, it's Hank Pym?
Oh, they might just write that in and be like, thanks, we're not going to cast you for another one, but thank you.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
It's
How
a
the
thought.
story's
It's a
gonna go.
thought.
He does. Matt makes a really good point.
It's a thought.
Because there's also a past where
We're
Hank
in the
Pym,
multiverse, man.
Hank Pym's run around rocking the Ant-Man suit for a long time.
And
Well,
that
Hank
how,
Pym
how
created
clear-
Ultron, but they didn't.
And
Well,
I know that the Wasp mask and the Ant-Man mask are somewhat similar. There's differences, but like, do we know that for sure that was the Ant-Man mask and not the Wasp mask?
I don't know that for sure. Yeah, no, yes, we do. You can tell it's
That's
red
definitely
lens.
Ant-Man.
Yeah,
Okay,
No,
okay, because I
it's
know
not
there's
the Wasp.
similarities and there's
I'm sorry.
differences. But
I was distracted by children playing.
Children are playing.
That made me realize, and I'm like, no, it's Ant-Man.
okay.
No, it's definitely Ant-Man. It's
So
just an
then-
older version of his helmet.
But the cool part is in that scene, Toad's there. Pyro is there from
you
the
actually
early
get to see
X-Men films.
Pyro being like an
I
actual.
think the Silver Samurai might be there.
Pyro always made me mad.
I hated the
I
way
didn't like that actor guy. I didn't like that guy in the,
Oh, well.
the early X-Men movies.
Well,
Pyro.
Good news. He's not in this one at all. It's him. No,
Well, that's what I'm saying. I never liked the character because the actor was good. He played him well, but I'm just saying, like the character, Pyro,
Right.
he was a d-bag. He was just he
he's
was
always
cocky. He was
Yeah.
You know,
That's
That's
his
exactly
character.
Yeah.
exactly his character.
So
He's-
good. So good. You hated the villain. Good job. That's good. That
all right,
means
well, there you go.
that means that
and
they
he goes
did their
against
job.
Iceman.
So I
and they
did
constantly
good then,
fight.
right? Did I pass the test?
There is no
No.
test, but sure you passed it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Get my hopes up again.
Busting your chops.
I smell sunscreen. That means my son's down here.
Yes, he's right here under the table.
Oh, he's hiding. All right. Well, it's good that
Hey,
he's
at least
on
he's got his pants on.
for once. That's good.
So I was going to
Look,
say,
my
it
wife's trying to coax him out.
smells like
He's
sunscreen down here.
He's like, it's a game. I'm not coming out. That's fun.
Smells like copper tone.
That's part of being dead.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
life.
copper tone and sunscreen and everything. Right?
Is that
in here.
Aquaphora I smell?
It's an Aquanet. What's up? You got a whole can? We're going to hold it together with Aquanet. Yeah, so the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer looks incredible.
Now, you guys are most excited about Wolverine's costume.
Well, yeah,
Well,
it's his tiger stripe costume.
It's nothing of the old movies.
Well, they never
Not
had
the
old
movies.
No, the old X-Men movies, everything you've ever seen.
He was in a black
Huge-
jumpsuit
exactly.
most of the time.
He was never in any yellow suit like that.
Now he is.
He is now.
It's like the video game.
Exactly. It's like the comic.
Comic.
Video game.
Comic.
All right. I like your reference point. We'll take it, but no.
That's all I know, damn it.
He looks like it's like the X-Men animated series then. That's what
You
he's
remember
wearing.
the old cartoon from?
Well, I watched, as far as cartoons went, I watched.
I was too cool for cartoons.
If he tells me he's talking about Pride of the X-Men, where Wolverine is wearing the brown suit.
Nope, I
and,
ain't doing it.
And he's Australian.
No, Wolverine, everything I ever had, even the comic books that I did have were only X-Men's, and he always had a yellow suit.
Yeah.
Everything that I ever saw with X-Men Wolverine he was in a yellow suit.
Yellow suit with the blue stripes.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. He was bad.
Yeah,
Hey.
to the bone. Dude, he's bad today in this one too.
Like he never and the comic books that I had of X-Men back in the day, I remember reading them and he never lost. There was never any comic book I had
He has
where he lost.
adamantium claws. There's not a whole lot.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, what did they have?
Vibranium can barely hold up against it.
Guys,
Magneto, though. I'm just saying, Magneto could rip him apart.
That's why.
and he did at the end of Fatal Attractions.
Well,
Several
Yeah,
times.
I never had any of those comics. The books that I had, Magneto was always like he was in some of the comics, but I don't ever remember him losing to Magneto in those comics.
Dude, check this out. He loses hard. There's a specific storyline. It was Fatal Attractions
Rip
where
him apart
Wolverine
piece to piece.
gets a swipe with his claws at Magneto and hits him. And Magneto's like, I am so tired of dealing with you. And he pulls the adamantium
Out
from
of his
Wolverine's bones
Oh,
Yeah.
forcefully.
that doesn't make him come back to life.
He regenerates, but it's a very painful process because he just took his entire. Because he used to.
well,
only
yeah,
have
yeah,
the bone
yeah.
claws.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's
Once-
where you learn that Wolverine's claws were not the metal.
You know what's
No.
also cool?
They were-
Isn't this where
they
they
were
bring
bone.
back this movie? Is this the Deadpool Wolverine movie where they bring back the girl with the adamantium too, where she's got the long fingernails as
Yeah,
Lady
Lady
Deathstrike.
Deathstrike.
Lady
Yeah,
Deathstrike
from X2.
Oh, she is awesome.
Yeah, she is.
And I'll be honest, I loved her death scene.
Dude, when
he
she
filled
just
her
gets
with
pumped
the-
full
Yeah.
of adamantium.
Yeah, she floated
And
to the-
she just-
or
no, she
didn't
sank.
float- yeah,
And
she
you-
sank
You
to the
heard like the
bottom.
metal clank at
Guys.
the bottom of the tank. It was so awesome.
Guys, I'm going to be real with you. That really changed my teenage years for a minute. I'm like, yeah, you pump her full.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Give it to her, huh?
Slinging webs.
I mean, like, yeah, I was Peter Parker in there, sticking to all my T-shirts. Well, anyway, so no, but that
Close your closet door.
who is that? Who's that? The actress is Kelly Hu, is Lady Deathstrike.
I couldn't even.
Yeah, and she was very pleasant to look at.
Oh, yeah.
and she's back, and she looks awesome still. So, which of course she should, because Wolverine looks
So
fantastic.
in the Dark Phoenix movie or Apocalypse movie or whatever, the Apocalypse's sword chick who fell and she
Psylocke.
Psylocke.
Talking about Olivia Munn.
she lived. She went off somewhere. Like we haven't heard from her since.
Dude, wouldn't it be cool?
This
if
is
she
a
was
whole
back in this
different
movie?
storyline compared to that.
Oh, so that's not part of the same
no,
story. Oh well,
no,
hell, I don't
that's
know.
all thrown out the window now.
All right,
well,
I
not
don't
thrown
know.
out the
I don't
window.
know.
But they get to cherry pick it.
Yeah, they
Can they still use her? She's alive.
Well, yeah, Psylocke is still alive.
I
but
think that villain character is
also she's
freaking
been
awesome. and
she's been a
hot.
hero and a villain in both sides of both.
Yeah, she
everything.
is.
She's hot. That's
Yeah,
why I
she-
want to see her as the villain. I like it.
That's
You just liked her outfit.
That's Olivia Munn
I'm not
from
gonna
Attack of the
disagree
Show.
with you.
Do you guys know exactly like the premise behind Deadpool and Wolverine?
What do you mean?
So it's a version of Deadpool that gets picked out by the TVA from Loki.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
'Cause the
like what this
TVA
movie
isn't it?
Yeah.
is.
So
Oh.
the TVA exists and they plucked this Deadpool out. And this Deadpool goes and plucks a
Oh
Wolverine
my God.
out.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this just not in the trailer and they're surprising us? If Owen
Well,
Wilson
no.
and Tom
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston come out in this movie, I'm gonna.
It's actually
ish my
quite
pants.
possible because
If
they're
that
working with the
happens,
TVA.
dude, it's gonna make this movie because Loki, I told you last night, is like my favorite out of everything that's come out since Endgame. And if they bring out Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston in Deadpool and Wolverine, I am going to ish my pants in the theater right there.
Wouldn't it be
and
cool
not care that people are going to smell it?
If there was a scene where Loki and, like they're just sitting there and they go.
Even if it was a cameo, like a
that's what
Stan
I'm
Lee
talking about.
cameo.
So it's like great. A cameo and they go, like they bring in Deadpool and then they pull in Wolverine and they're at the TVA.
Yeah.
And then like Loki. And I forget Owen Wilson's character's name right now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Morbius, yeah.
If Loki and Morbius are standing there and they're like, is that Wolverine variant? And Morbius is just like, wow.
Yeah.
And they're like,
wow.
all right, well, we're busy saving reality. You guys deal with this. And then the rest of that would be beautiful.
It would be perfect.
The TVA has already been introduced in the trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
so has Colombian Bam Bam.
We already know this is a multiversal thing, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. But there was also that line that Deadpool said during the trailer, like, this is how you let your universe fall apart.
Yeah.
You know who else is Sebastian Shaw's devil character who passes or in and out of
That's not
existence?
Sebastian Shaw.
No. Sebastian Shaw, Kevin Bacon's character in the X-Men movie, he had a side character.
Azazel.
Azazel, yes.
Nightcrawler's dad.
Yeah,
yes.
Nightcrawler's dad.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's Nightcrawler's
Oh, the
father.
tail didn't give
What?
it away and the teleportation abilities?
You know who Nightcrawler's mom is?
Sorry, bud, I'm not
Mystique.
a nerd like you. All right,
dude, bro.
Jesus Christ.
I can't believe you're on
No.
this show.
When I saw that, though, I was like, that's awesome because the way didn't Azazel die in that X-Men?
First Class. You're talking about
Yes,
X-Men First Class.
Yeah. He
By
was
the way-
blown up, I think, or something like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
No, Beast put his huge claws into his chest after he...
Oh, that's
Do you guys
right.
not
Yeah,
remember
he
they
hit,
were on the
yes.
ship?
He was on
I
the
don't
beach,
remember.
and he set up, yeah.
Oh, that was a Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Cuban, yes, that's right.
Oh, yeah, and they crippled Xavier in that scene.
Yeah, that's where he
Oh,
gets,
God.
that's where Magneto deflects the bullet into...
He carelessly...
Magneto.
It was needy, though. It was neat,
Magneto
yo.
deflects the bullet into...
It was neat, though.
He's like, I'm going to deflect this bullet because I don't care.
Can
and
you
then
mute my
Charles
mic?
is like, thanks. Thank you very much.
Just mute my mic.
What do you want? You want to be muted?
I'm just busting your chops, dude.
I love it. This is actually fun for me because the dichotomy of you two is fun. Because normally in everyday situations, you give Justin the business. And then we put you on the
Depending
show.
on where we're going and where we're at and what we're talking
and,
about.
and then we put you on
Not
the
always.
show. And Justin gives you the business. It's so much fun. I love this.
Well, I
Guys,
don't
this
know
is
about
entertainment.
comic books like you guys, so...
Well, yeah, that's our thing. If I wanted to
I'm a
get Matt's-
nerd in different ways when it comes to like astrology and space. I'm not a nerd when it comes to
Did you
like,
just say
this.
astrology? Oh my God, what's your sign? You mean astronomy, right? He's like, well, that's something a Virgo would say, but whatever.
Oh my God.
Matt, I didn't know you were one of those girls. Your Mercury's in
Why did I
retrograde.
accept to come over today?
I can't believe you gave me that gold. Of course I'm going to jump on that.
Whatever.
All right, astronomy's cool. I appreciate it.
Hey. You.
Again, blue flag in it. Blue
Yeah, I did that
flag
on
in it.
purpose.
Yes, I know. All right, so anyway, I don't even know where we were at. I don't know how to come back. from
You
that
were in the
kind
middle
gold.
of giving me shit.
Yeah,
so-
again, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
God, somebody's going to take their
my
ball and go
parents
home.
have been trying to figure that out for the last 40 years.
So,
Anyway, so we were talking about First Class at the end of that movie. But yeah, that everything in those movies can be picked and chosen from for like
it's
the
not
new-
canon anymore, but they can still draw from it.
Yeah, because of the multiverse, which is awesome.
It's always good.
And then, so we're all super stoked to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Even Matt, who doesn't like comics, but would love to know Hugh Jackman's sign.
Actually, I really don't care about it anymore now.
He's like, I don't care about anything. What about, Justin was talking about the new animated movie from DC, which I always love their animated stuff, but there's a 2-parter coming out, and it's kind of like huge.
The first part is out, I believe, and the second part is either about to be out or it just came out. I can't remember, but it is Crisis on Infinite Earths, and this is one of the best and greatest DC storylines I've ever read in my entire life.
It was literally the birth of the modern crossover event every summer. So 1986, 85 into 86 was DC's Crisis on Infinite Earths.
And this is when they brought in the whole multiverse theory to this side. Not Marvel, but DC's side of the multiverse theory.
That's not exactly when they did it. That first happened in the Silver Age with the Flash and the introduction of Barry Allen, and Jay Garrick.
Oh, yeah, because they were from different timelines and everything. Mm-hmm. Okay, but either way, so this, from what I've been told and what I've read, this appears to be an exact...
Yeah, go ahead. That way.
They're trying to get as close to the original comic as possible with this animated
and they do.
movie. And from what I hear, it's super excellent. I just haven't been able to give it time yet and watch it.
Yeah, is it over on HBO Max?
I don't know if it's on Max yet or not. I imagine it probably is.
I love it. I will watch that, though, because they did a really good job with all the other storylines that they've done so far.
All their animated movies, in my opinion, are fantastic.
They're phenomenal.
They follow very closely to a lot of really good storylines. Live action, DC's had some misses, and
but they win on the animated side.
Animated side of things, they crush it.
Yeah, their animated movies are awesome.
Yeah.
They do really good, and I think Crisis on Infinite Earths is probably the pinnacle of DC Comics storyline that they could do in an animated feature.
And they broke it into 2 parts, which means they want to put in a lot of detail.
Which is good, because they did the same thing with The Dark Knight Returns.
Exactly, yes.
It was awesome.
Fantastic.
They did good work on that animated one as well.
I loved it. I loved how, after he, in The Dark Knight Returns, he gets his butt whooped in the first episode, or first movie, and then the second one, no!
Yeah, that happens.
Yep. Okay.
Knock bottles over.
They were empty, though, right?
They were empty.
All right, we're good. It's fine.
But either way, the double parter movies and the animation movies on DC side never cease to amaze me, and they're always awesome. So
yeah, they do a really good job.
Can't wait to watch it.
And I think that will take us on into what we want to talk video games.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, we are back into video games.
Yes,
we
toys,
talked about
right?
it earlier. No, video game. I just said video games.
I know, but I
What
like to jump
is
ahead.
wrong with you?
I'm
That's right.
trying to jump
Yeah,
ahead. Like you
he's
guys-
on brand.
I'm not.
He's on
thank
brand
you.
for the episode.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do what I do.
Gee, what? Quit playing with your toys.
All right, comics.
No, God, this guy. Lord, give me strength. All right, so we're talking video games. The only thing really recently that I've been playing, and
Tetris.
Of course, Justin had to go pee, so he's out of the studio at the moment. But I've been playing Spider-Man 2, and I've been playing that for a while, since November, and I'm desperately waiting for DLC. I know that they did the new suits and the new game plus story mode is available, but I want a new piece of story. I want a new thing to play. Because the game's great. There's just nothing else new to play.
I don't play. I haven't played Spider-Man. I don't have PS5. I got the Xbox, but lately I got a buddy from work, plays online. He plays a lot of sports games. He plays Red Dead, GTA, all this stuff. But he showed me about this tennis game. It's like the Serena, and it's got Andre Agassi. It's got all the
wait a minute, hold up.
Original. It's got
Serena's got like a tennis game like Tiger Woods golf, but like Serena tennis.
It's brand new. It just dropped like a week ago.
I'm not even mad at that. That sounds awesome.
No, it is. Like, there's a YouTube video that he showed me on his phone, and I was like, this game actually looks cool. You could be McEnroe. You can play as any of these people. And I'm like, I've never thought I'd want to sit and buy a tennis game for a video game, but this actually looks really cool.
I'd play Agassi versus McEnroe, baby.
Hey,
it would be so cool. Or get like a Williams sister against McEnroe and let him just like lose his stuff on the court.
Yeah, I'm more into like sport. I play a lot of I play a lot of golf. I play a lot of well, I do racing like Underground. The Need for Speed games are pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
The Forza games are cool, but they're expensive. Some of the cars and some of the it's cool because you can upgrade your car and all that crap. But other than that, Red Dead, GTA, those are the games that I usually play with my buddies online from work. Mm-hmm. And I don't play with this jackwagon anymore because all he does is be mean to me.
I play single player games for most
I
of the
know.
time.
I don't wanna talk to
Story-driven
him
single
anymore.
player games.
You
are
guys
my
must
thing.
be real friends and related because all you do is
Well,
give each other grief.
the only thing that I
and
can
that's how
say,
you know.
the only thing that
Fair
I can
enough.
say is, I would say out of the last 10 rounds we've played in disc golf, I've beat him 8. And you can't lie about that because it's the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, he's beat me 2 out of 10 times, so I've got him there. Ha!
He's like, I'm so proud of you.
See that look?
You guys should see
You
that
the
face.
look? Yeah,
That
yeah.
eyebrow is so highly arched.
That was the Rock's
That
eyebrow.
is the Rock's
that was
eyebrow.
the people's eyebrow.
I smell what you're cooking.
He's about to smell what I'm cooking.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Violence. Let's do it.
Guy
do
who
it.
makes me go out
Gratuitous
to discourse and
violence?
lose discs.
Gratuitous violence. Speaking of which, we're talking about video games, which is the segment
Yeah.
we're in.
Yes, sir.
And we're talking about violence. That new Wolverine game.
It looks rad. So there's the one trailer we got where it's all cinematic and everything. Cinematic, not cinematic. I don't know if that's an actual word. Probably not.
Cinematic.
But-
Semantically speaking, it's cinematic in view.
Semantically speaking. But it looks brutal as all get out. Like
Yeah, it looks like a true Wolverine game.
Yeah, like you're actually. So there was that one game on. I think it was PS3. It was just after Origins came out,
Oh, yeah.
and that was a good game because you were ripping people apart. But it was a hack and slash kind of game, kind of like Devil May Cry or
Like kind of the way a Wolverine game you would think would be.
the old God of War games where you're just sitting there hacking and slashing, button mashing. But
Yeah.
this one looks like it's pretty graphic. We're talking hacking off limbs and no mercy style, like Logan killing people.
Dude, he's like jumping from tree to tree, like stalking
He's
potential
feral.
victims.
He's feral.
It's pretty cool. It feels Weapon X more so than Wolverine.
Yeah, he hasn't got his memories back yet.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not a man, I'm an animal.
I'm gonna rip everybody.
I'm an animal that can be pointed at a target. That's about it.
I'm gonna rip these people apart till I get my answers.
And then I'm going to go fight the Hulk because I can. It's like, dude, no one fights the Hulk because they can. They do it because they have to.
Yeah, nobody wants to fight World Breaker Hulk.
No one.
Ooh, never mind.
Go ahead. No, fire away, baby.
I was flipping through Instagram the other day, and I also saw that they're trying to make another Hulk game, but it's World War
That
Hulk.
would be cool.
It's World War Hulk style.
The last actual Hulk game was fun. Like you could use.
Was it the open world one?
Yeah, the one where you rip cars in half and use
Yes.
them as boxing gloves.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was what console was that on?
I think that was PS3. I think.
It was still entertaining. It was still fun. You got to destroy an entire city as the Hulk. Sure,
Yeah.
it was a little empty in the backgrounds.
I'll
but
give you well, you're not playing a Hulk game because you want in-depth storytelling. You want to wreck the world
Hulk
around you.
Smash.
Wasn't that the name of the game?
I think it was.
I believe so. I believe it was. I know. We all just got distracted because a shadow went by the window.
We don't know which of one of our kids it was. And
It was my wife.
Oh. Dude, she's escaping. You want to go catch her?
Absolutely not.
let her run.
Absolutely not.
Let her run.
Let her run. All right. Okay. You know what, though, as far as video games, there's really not much more I'm looking for. The Suicide Squad game dropped from Rocksteady.
It was awful.
Really?
It was awful.
I was going to say, I have like no desire to play it, but
I am a huge DC fan, and they had a good idea. It didn't have the razzle dazzle you would want from a 4-player based co-op game. Like, because back in the day, we'd play an X-Men game, and you
Yep.
could play 4 different players.
yeah.
And you could go through your level. It was essentially that, but with better graphics.
Was that X-Men Legends? That's what you're talking about?
Legends,
Yeah.
and there was a couple others that did the same formula. But it's the 4-player base. You can switch from all 4 players. It's just the controls, the level system.
It lacks something.
It just wasn't my favorite. But also, we got news of a new Arkham game coming out.
Oof. I'm hoping more.
Did you
Night
see
than
the
Origins?
Did you see the trailer for it?
No.
It's not a very long trailer.
Well, my God, I'll have to go check that out. So a new like Batman Arkham game?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
They're going back to the roots, hopefully.
Hopefully, because the last Batman game, which was not associated with the Arkham, well, no, it was called Arkham Knights.
Yeah.
Right? That one was not great.
Not.
I played that game. I was so bored with it. I just quit.
I wanted it to be great.
I did too.
But nobody can nail what the first 3 Arkham games did. But
I'll even include it in the first 4 because I think Arkham Origins was a good game.
Origins was fantastic.
And I love the Batman from it, the storytelling, the introduction of Joker.
A little bit more unrefined.
Yeah.
Batman. He was more
rough and tumble.
Yeah, he was still young.
I loved it.
And he had that huge rogues gallery coming after him.
Yeah, I bet you know all about that huge rough and tumble.
Totally do.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Totes do.
Let's see what else we got. That takes us out of video games. We have, you know what we should do instead of the opinion segment? Although we'll make it opinion, we'll just make it Matt's opinion.
We should
watch. Why not? Why not?
What should we be watching,
Y'all don't want my
playing, and
opinion.
reading?
Oh, gosh.
Y'all don't want my opinion.
He's literally disqualifying himself before it starts. All right. Well, we will move on to the next segment.
I'll give it, but...
Guys, I really want to talk about comics, which means Matt wants to do shout-outs and wrap-up. But I want to talk about comics because there's this awesome storyline going on right now. Yeah, right? So let's move on to comics, and then we'll go from there, okay?
I'm the idiot of the group. We know.
Here we go. I want to talk about comics, though, because I'm currently reading this Wolverine comic book storyline written by Benjamin Percy. And it's also co-written by, I want to say, Victor LaSalle, the guy who's been writing a Sabretooth series. But it's the Sabretooth War going on in the comics right now. And it is so awesome because you get to see this war where Wolverine and Sabretooth really go at it.
Actually, like,
dude,
go for blood.
There's like a parental advisory on it.
Nice.
It's that awesome.
Nice.
It looks so good. And there's like 10 issues altogether. So far, I'm 8 deep. And it's Sabretooth. And because, in the X-Men comics, they did the Krakoa era.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the first victims of the Krakoa era was Sabretooth because he killed a human and broke a law. So they imprisoned him within the pit of Krakoa. And while he was down there, he just got better, smarter, and
stronger. And
told them, I'm going to make you all pay. And they were like, whatever, you're Sabretooth, no one cares. Yeah, he got out stronger, smarter, and with a plan.
And here comes the reckoning.
And went and pulled an army of Sabretooths from across the multiverse.
All savage.
To be his army. And man, do they really just go after Wolverine. And it is rough. So it's been super cool. Super fun to read. It's been very graphic. So if you truly like I'm the best there is at what I do and what I do isn't pretty Wolverine, this is your series. And it's really good art, 10 issues. There's the first appearance of and you're going to love this, first appearance of an adamantium suit for Wolverine.
Adamantium suit.
So the suits of the 90s are back, like the armor suit for Daredevil, the armor suit for Spider-Man, the armor suit for Cap. Now Wolverine's got one, and it's ridiculous.
Why does he need it, though?
He gets hit with the power nullifier by Sabretooth.
Oh, yeah.
So then he picks up a Miramusa sword, and he pops an adamantium suit, and he's like, guess what? I don't have my healing factor, but you're still in trouble.
Because I'm still pissed.
Yeah, it goes to war, and it's great. So it's been a really good, bloody, like, visceral Wolverine story. And there's been a lot of casualties. And it makes you love Laura Kinney, X-23, or Wolverine, as she's now known. You'll love her even more because she's just awesome. So that comic book is awesome, as well as the covers on it by Lionel Francis Yu, who was like the ultimate Wolverine artist. He did
all the artwork.
Yeah, he did. Well, he does the covers. The interiors are by someone else, but he was the artist on Secret Invasion back in the day. And, like, he just does the best Wolverine, in my opinion.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
It's a book. That's the comic book I'm pushing right now. Also, David Pepose just launched his Space Ghost story from Dynamite Comics.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Yeah. Think of it, though, as like Ultimate X-Men or Ultimate Spider-Man. It's like Ultimate Space Ghost.
Nice.
And it is so cool. It just dropped last week. I read it, and I love it. And if I could get David Pepose on the show, he's an STL guy who moved. So he's going to be my next. Mark my words. I want Pepose on
We're
the
going
show.
to try and get him on.
Oh, I want him so bad.
Nice.
And that sounds bad. Oh, my God. If you happen to listen to this, that's not what it sounds like. I want you on the show so bad. But his writing work, he's done a lot of stuff. He's really good. So Space Ghost is good. Wolverine, obviously, Benjamin Percy is awesome. And then we're just wrapping up the Fall of X books over in X-Men, which if you love the Krakoan era, this is for you. If you hate it, this is for you. If you're a big fan of X-Men 97 right now, it's a great time to jump on the X books.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So I feel like the X-Men are getting a nice resurrection, if you will, in the limelight.
Well, because they've been pushed out for so many years now.
After Spider-Man and then Avengers and all that stuff. And now they're like, guess what? We're back, baby.
Yeah.
30 years, we're back on that cycle.
We're included.
Dude, they're so awesome. So comics are really good right now. I'm not really reading anything big over at DC. It's just, I know Chip Zdarsky's doing great stuff over on Batman. Time's limited. I only get a couple of books, so I'm after the really kind of exciting and cool stuff that I just talked about. And that's it. That wraps comics, guys. So let's go ahead and jump on over to those Patreon shout-outs, and we will go from there. All right, so now we're wrapping up into the wrap-up of the show where we hit up our Patreon shout-outs. But before we do that, Matt has an opinion. You want to talk about something, buddy?
It's not an opinion.
What do you got?
I just want to make sure everybody does their homework
Okay.
and, study your astrology.
Oh my gosh, I should have seen the signs. I should have known it was coming. It was written in the stars. My God.
His face, though, what he said.
I am so proud of you. That was like a you deadpanned that. We should have had the cameras going. That would have been great for YouTube. Matt, I'm so proud of you. You blue flagging bastard. I love it.
Only you guys.
I love it.
You blue flagging.
Don't cut that out.
That was so good.
That needs to be the episode title. You just gotta put like a random
What? Because we've got so many.
blue flagging
And
bastard.
they've all been Matt, too. They've all.
I was gonna say
Over the gums and through the teeth? Are you kidding me? I am honestly sir, I am proud to know you right now.
I'm a terrible person.
No, you are not.
I know
That was just phenomenal.
Jeez.
Everyone, go see your charts. Go figure out when your retrograde is.
Yes.
Are you rising? Are you falling?
Is Saturn in retro?
You need
See what's going to happen the next summer equinox.
You need outside forces to tell you how to live your life
Get
and
your
take
crystal
no
skulls
responsibility.
They can't be cold. They need to be warm.
The Crystal Skull vodka, is that what we're talking about?
No, that's got to be chilled.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Killed
good
it.
stuff. Shout out Dan Aykroyd.
Absolutely. He listens, by the way. He reached out, told me. He was
Then
like,
give me a bottle, Dan. What the hell?
Yeah, he was like,
Don't be stingy.
he was
I
like,
bought enough of them.
I love your show. I've never heard. But anyway, that's gonna wrap us up. We will hit up the Patreon shout outs real quick. Big shout out to the OG, the old Keith Jefferson. We love that man.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, you in your have from the jump been the most supportive person, and you have definitely earned this. Now we're talking. All right, everyone. So listen, as we finish these beers and say cheers, we thank all of you for listening. Please remember, if you're listening to us, leave a like, give us a rating or a review, and share the show no matter where you're listening to us. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, or any of your other favorite podcasting platforms. You can check us out over on patreon.com/galacticdads for exclusive content and opportunities to get your hand on some merch. Yeah. That, until next episode, keep on doing the dad thing. Look, I almost forgot it's been so long, but do the dad thing and enjoy the outro. We love you guys. We'll see you next episode.
See ya.
Peace.